Yes, very nice. So this is what will make this house stand out. Excellent. I like that. All right, next one. Do we really have to make this repair? What'd you guys get on that?
But it could be a deal breaker for a reluctant buyer. They're already spending a lot. They don't want to have to spend more for a change.
True that. Okay. So, anybody else? I like that.
I put, so the way I see it is like I don't try to make the seller sound wrong. You don't want to tell like saying, you know, no, you should do it this way, because I feel like that would totally steer them in the wrong direction. Okay. So I put we don't have to make this repair, but if we do, that's one less thing the buyer doesn't need to do, and it could potentially add value to the house.
Good way to put it. Absolutely. There's lots of different approaches to these. Does that make sense? Yeah. So one of the things I want to point out, do we really have to make this repair? No, we don't have to make this repair. What we do have to do is think through the eyes and the brain of a buyer. And a lot of times when buyers sees things that are neglected and are obviously in need of repair, it makes them wonder if there are other things that are major that could have been neglected. So it can raise red flags for buyers. They can also come back and negotiate with very large dollar amounts that are unrelated to the actual amount of fixing this repair. So sometimes it's a lot easier just to hire the handyman and fix this for $100 than have to give the buyer back $1,000 because they saw it. So lots of different ways to approach that, right? You got to come up with what works for you. That's the whole conversation we're having. Okay, why can't we sell the house as is? Why can't I sell the house as is? You can. People do that all the time, don't they? So let's just do that.
I put, we could sell the house as is, but we would look like majority of the other houses that's up for sale on the market. By staging it, it would make us stand out and, you know, just give an imprint on the buyer.
Very nice. Anybody else?
I put that you can, but it may take a while, and probably looking at some price reductions, which then can create a stale or result in a stale listing.
Nice. Very good. And now you see why you're having that conversation after they've said what they want for the property, right? Because then it becomes, yes, and you didn't give me an as-is sale price. So if you want to give me an as-is sale price, we're going to have to do it that way, right? So it's,
right.
I want this amount of dollars, but I want this condition, right? We got to come together. Good. Nice job, you guys. All right. Page 16. So market the listing. This is the 14-step marketing plan, which you presented to your sellers in your listing consultation. It's designed to produce maximum exposure quickly and allow you to capture as many buyers as possible. So I'm going to read through these. I'll pause if you have a question or there's something you don't understand, let me know. Otherwise, we'll move on. So number 1, price the home competitively with the current market and price trends. Number 2, advise sellers on how to attract buyers by showing their home in the best possible light. Number 3, place for sale signs with property flyers easily accessible to drive-by buyers. Caveat, if it's allowed in the neighborhood. Okay, so a lot of condos, a lot of neighborhoods, they don't allow you to put signs up, so just so you know. You gotta know what the rules are. Respond to all buyer inquiries immediately. Number 5, optimize the home's internet presence by posting your property in the Keller Williams listing system, the KWLS, local and global MLS system, and on social media with plenty of photographs and a description of the property. So when you post your property on the MLS, it's going to go into the KWLS, just so you guys know. But we definitely want photographs, and here's the thing, I want you guys to make sure that the day you list is the day you put in all the photographs. Do not put a listing in with no photographs. Do you know why? So here's how listings work. There is a bunch of people out there that have searches that are getting automatic emails when something's listed on the market. So if I say, we're going to list your property today and we're going to put in the photos tomorrow. So guess what happens when I put that in the MLS with no photos?
It syndicates to Zillow and all these other places.
and to everyone who's got an automatic Paragon search or any other search through any other website for a certain property, and they're seeing your listing with no photos. And what does that do?
No
Not good.
interest.
No interest. And then when you put the photos in the next day, no one cares. So do not list listings without photos, because you're killing it right from the get-go, right? All right, number 6, market the home on multiple websites, including your own site, my KW local office, and KW national sites to attract both local and out-of-town buyers. Now, your home's gonna do this. You don't have to do this because this is all through the MLS. Number 7, post the home on your branded KW app. It should go there. As far as I know, there's not a specialized spot you can put your listing. It's just gonna go onto your app. Number 8, create flyers and comment cards for viewers of the property. Number 9.
So that's like in open houses?
Yes, correct. Open houses, and specifically with the comment cards is for what the way I do my business is broker open houses, right? I want feedback from the brokers.
Something else, you have to put it specifically on your app, it doesn't, again,
No.
syndicate to your app?
I believe it syndicates to your app.
Okay.
I don't know of any way to actually put something on your app. So
Okay.
I think this was done in 2016.
Okay.
So it's just out of date. Technology moves a lot faster than our printers. Target your marketing to, number 10, target your marketing to active real estate agents who specialize in selling homes in this neighborhood. So you can email to everyone in the MLS. I will actually get on the phone and pick up and call the people who sell properties in that neighborhood or who have represented buyers recently in that neighborhood. Sometimes they have another buyer. Build a relationship. Number 11, include the home in your company and MLS tours. Allow other agents to see the home for themselves. We don't do specific company tours, we do MLS caravans, yeah. Number 12, create an open house schedule and market and host the open house to promote the property to prospective buyers. If you really like doing open houses and you walk in, you're having a conversation with a seller, what's a really important question to ask them?
Why they're leaving?
Good question. I'm going a different direction.
Oh.
So you like doing open houses. So what I've seen people do is they'll go into and they'll be like, we're gonna do a ton of open houses. And the seller doesn't think open houses sell houses. So what you need to do is find that out. Would you like me to have open houses? So I've had some people say that and they go, yeah, we bought this because we came into an open house. Think open houses are important to those guys? Really important, right? That's when I'm like, I can get this place held open pretty much every single day if you want. I got a ton of agents looking to hold open house, right? But find out where the seller's brain is on that. Like, what do they think about that? Ask that question and get in there. Make sense? Number 13, target active buyers and investors in your database who are looking for homes in this price range and area. Absolutely, reach out to your database. And I would not just target active buyers and investors, I'd target everybody in your database and tell them, if you're not interested, share it with somebody who is, right? Like, get that information out. Plus, your database loves to see that you're actually an active, busy real estate agent. Makes them want to do business with you. Number 14, provide the seller with weekly updates detailing your marketing efforts, including comments from the prospective buyers and agents who have visited the home. All right. Number 17, your turn, marketing action steps. So we're going to choose one of your daily 10-4 homes you've previewed recently, and we're going to evaluate the property's features through these points from your 14-step marketing plan. Write in comments on each point below and be prepared to share your thoughts with the class. So we're going to talk about pricing, signage, staging, images, and bio profile. For any of you who have not actually seen a property, do not do your own home, because yeah, you're not going to be able to know, like, from the point is that you can step at it and see it as an agent. But if you have not seen any properties, have you seen live properties?
Oh, I went to an open house in my neighborhood.
Perfect.
2 weeks ago.
Go for it.
I
Use
could
that
use
one.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Micah, you've seen.
Yes.
You've been seeing. Aaron, have you? Okay. So you can also go on the MLS and pull up a property and just do that one by the pictures. That's totally fine. And then Terry, you've been seeing properties, yes?
Yeah, I mean, I went to that deal at which it's such a monstrosity.
Go for it. Do that one. Yeah. And Raven, I know you've seen lots of houses. All right. So take a little time, get that done. And let me know how you guys are doing by looking at me and smiling when you're done.
Do you think, I was trying to look for an extra floor